All right, well, hey, welcome to the Man Cave. Today here in the Man Cave, we are going to be doing an oil change. And I know it's not a whole lot as far as content-wise. You know, this stuff's out there all over the internet. But this here, I just thought it's a nice car. I have a 98 Corvette myself, and it's a friend of mine. It's a 2013 Grand Sport. It's a really nice, super clean car. It's only got like 8,500 miles on it. It's a convertible edition, and it is a really nice car. We're going to do an oil change on today. He was using a dealer for his oil changes, and he'd do them every year or so. I mean, it doesn't put any miles on it. So, but dealership changed names, and they were like, oh, well, we don't know if we can get it raised up on the lift and do what needs to get done to it. So he called me. I'm like, nah, we take care of you. So we have the blocks. You see them back there in the back. We use those to get it lifted up on so that we can pull our lift up underneath it and get it raised up, and we'll get it checked out for him. He wants to go ahead and have a few things looked at anyways. It says it scratches and bottoms out a little bit. And so we're going to check a few other things while we're under there. But we'll bring you along for it, just like I said, because it's a Grand Sport. It's a beautiful car. So we'll show you what we're going to do with it. So before we do this oil change, I like to check the oil first just to make sure where we're at with it. And I mean, this thing is just pretty much right on full. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I mean, it is, still looks nice and clean. So we'll go ahead and get it changed up, and we'll get it back to you. So as you can see, this Corvette can be raised up. There's the blocks that we use. I use the same exact blocks for this Corvette that's lowered 2 inches. This one here is still the factory height, but it's still a little lower than what this one would have been at factory height. So anyways, we got it raised up. There's a block kit if you ever wanted to do it. Simple enough. Just make sure the blocks are the same exact distance lengthwise and just roll them up on it, get it set where you need it. And I mean, you can see this lift, it is an asymmetrical lift. I bought it for these kind of cars so that we could use it, but it's real narrow here so that it will slide back and forth. You can see we've got the pretty close to the puck spots where they want them from the dealer. We're real close, but this frame runs down the whole side of it all the way down. So, but anyways, here's the underneath side of this car. Like I said, he was curious about a few things because it was dragging and stuff. So, but like I told him, it's got, you know, it's pretty well protected. It doesn't have a lot of plates under this car like I thought it might, but I don't see any kind of damage or anything as far as any of the structural, usually bottom out or anything. Pans maybe tapped a few things there, but it's not horribly bad. But factory exhaust. So, all right, well, let's get this oil dropped out of here. Like I said, no leaks. Everything looks real good. Nothing scuffed up, dinged up. Looks real good. We'll get that oil filter off there. We're not using AC Delco. We're going back with a Wix. And we'll be using Mobil 1, full synthetic oil in it. What it requires, right here. So, all right, let's get the stuff drained and get it going. All right, we'll get the oil drained out of here. Got the new oil filter installed. Like I said, it is a Wix oil filter. I'm gonna throw a date on the bottom of it. But other than that, she all came out nice and clean. Get the new oil added in and we'll go from there. All right, well, I just thought I would show you the difference in a 2013, which is what we're looking at here. And, you know, one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, new technology, 2013. Scan back around over here. Old technology, 1998. LS1 you're looking at here. I mean, just like how much, I mean, there's hardly anything that has changed over the years, other than the few internals they did on the engine, because that is the LS1, that's your LS3. But when you look down at it and you look at the, it just amazes me when you're looking at, what, 15 years newer? And I mean, just hardly anything has changed on it. You know, they changed a little bit on the canister style and stuff on it for where you store your fluids and your, you know, your windshield washer fluid. But like I said, just amazing to me. And like I said, I think I like the water bottles that these have on it for the washer fluid and setup. And like this is all stock setup in this 1998. But oh, I just thought I'd share that. I don't get, you know, two of these in here at the same time, especially being of, you know, C5 to C6, and not much change, not much difference. They look a little different, definitely, but still both beautiful cars. All right, good day. I just thought I'd share that with you. We're gonna go ahead and get the oil put in this thing, get it topped off, get it up and running. Right, back to the oil change. All right, as you can read here, Dexus 5W30. Very important that we get that in here. And come over here and you look at what we have here. Extended performance, advanced full synthetic with Dexus. And it is the right grade, 5W30. So that's what we're gonna put in it. And we'll go from there. Let's get this added in. Let me get this off. All right, well, let me get the top popped up on this, and we'll get it poured in, and then we'll bring you back for a startup. All right, here we go. We've got everything done, buttered up. We'll do a quick start on it, let it run through, and we'll come back, we'll check the oil. We can go ahead and get started real quick. I'm not going to take you through rechecking everything on it, but we'll give it a start up. You can hear this active exhaust that we weren't aware of that was on this car. And if it's not on there, I sure do see a valve up in there, so we might have to figure out a little something for them. Like I said, I know the old bed over there, but not so much on this new one. So here we go. And that's with the exhaust open at the moment, so we'll let it run through. Let the fluids pull up on the engine. That sounds really good. It really does for being factory stock exhaust. So went ahead, we dated the oil filter, so time passes by really fast on these cars that you don't put a lot of miles on, and a year will be here before you know it. You'll think you just had it done. I mean, I do it with this car that doesn't get driven much. So so we put the date on the filters just so we know for sure exactly when it was done. So but anyways, recap real quick. Here's what we used on it. Level 1, full synthetic. There's an oil filter that we used, Wicks. Brand, that's who makes it for Napa. And that's what we did. Topped off and checked all the other fluids. Topped off his washer fluid. Checked the coolant, power steering. Checked his battery, even though it is new, and he does actually have a battery tender because I installed it on it. He didn't kick that up under there like he's supposed to, but there's a spot for it to slide away inside there. So that I put when I installed this on there for him a few years back, actually. So, but anyways, there you go. 2013 Chevy Corvette convertible Grand Sport with an LS3 here in the man cave. Thanks for watching.